Now, you may think putting Iron Man in a school setting is a stupid idea, given his playboy millionaire nature. Tony isn't a teacher, if you were wondering. No, he's actually a student, and that somehow works. Now, I'm not really a big fan of Iron Man. Well, then again, I'm not really a big fan of a lot of Marvel heroes now that I think about it, but I really do like this show. So, without further padding, this is my review of Iron Man Armored Adventures.
He's a man on a mission in armor of high-tech ammunition.
Our story is about Mr. Tony Stark. He creates the Iron Man armor and goes to his father's company to show to him. He and his father goes to a special dig site, and on the return trip, shit goes wrong. And the plane explodes type of wrong. And Tony, well, somehow makes it back. But then again, his father's nowhere to be seen. And after 6 months' time, Tony is now living with his friend, Rhodey, because, again, his father is presumed dead. And due to his father's will, he needs to start attending school, because in the past, he just worked at his father's company. And just didn't attend school. During school, he meets Pepper, who really does not know when to shut the fuck up. Happy Hogan, a little annoying shit who's, well, dumb as the rock. And eventually Gene Khan, or the Mandarin. Though no one really knows that about him yet. During Tony's school life, shit starts to happen that Tony decides to fight crime as Iron Man, and spy on the person who's temporarily taken over Stark International, Obadiah Stane. Overall, the story is actually not that bad, though I hate the fact that at the beginning, they said that there's only 5 Makulan rings, when I knew for damn sure there were 10 of them. 1 for each finger. I don't know, it just seems like they got a memo from Stan Lee saying, "Hey idiots, the Mandarin has 10 rings, not 5, and I apologize, not just to you viewer, but Stan Lee himself for my horrible impression of Stan Lee." But getting back on track, it just seems last minute because I was at the end of the first season. And another thing that felt last minute because it was at the end of the season, well, second season for this one, which was the final season, was the introduction of the Makulan. These guys are just basically lizard people. And they really just come out of nowhere. I mean, it kind of makes sense why they're here, and at the same time, I don't really think it makes sense either, so. Now, obviously, it was high school, setting the characters to change up for a bit, but then again, it's high school, and it actually kind of works. Tony is a Starky bastard, and he's my favorite because of that. He reminds me a lot of the original personality of Brian Griffin from Family Guy, before Brian got ruined from the current seasons. Yeah, just wait for my Family Guy review to find out why I hate Family Guy now. Anyways, get back on track. Rhodey is similar, though he's a little more serious. And yeah, he's a little more serious, but when it comes down to Tony going on a rant about Stain, Tony gets a hell of a lot more serious at those points. Pepper can get annoying from, well, how fast she talks. She seems like she's trying to give Pinkie Pie a run for her money for, well, talking speed. Happy Hogan may have a good heart, but he's so annoying. It's mainly from him yelling. The only one I can't really stand is Nick Fury, because he's just an asshole in the show. I'm not sure if he's always like this, but mainly because when I watch X-Men Evolution, he just seems like a nice guy who just wants to get his job done to protect the country. But in this show, he's an asshole. 2 characters that are kind of weird are these goth characters. I don't really know what their beef is, and all I can really tell you, they just really fucking hate Tony, and they put him through something that, from what my friends told me, is very, very similar to the Saw series. In fact, I think they even outright fucking stated that in the episode that this shit happened in. The animation is really good, fast and action paced. The only time they reused animations was Tony's transformation sequence, both the normal transformation sequence and with the use of Extremis. Though the Extremis transformations kinda looks awkward, it just looks like Tony has a stick up his ass. There are also times when the frame rate drops for, well, no apparent reason. The models look great with a couple of exceptions, though going back on the frame rate topic, I really don't know why the frame rate drops when this is not a video game that's running on a low-end PC. But then again, it does rarely happen, and it's not like we're seeing it multiple times in a row. Isn't that right, Voltron Force? I love the opening to the show. It's an awesome rock song that has a good melody, and in the full version, has an epic guitar solo. The voice actors do great selling the roles with ease, though I may find Pepper and Happy Hogan to be annoying. I think Lee Tucker, sorry for mispronouncing your names, sir, if I actually did, he gonna tone it down a little with MODOK, because he gets annoying when he just talks. It's just very, very easy for him to get really annoying. But thank God you only see him like 1 or 2 episodes. So now, taking into account of story, characters, animation, and sound, Iron Man Armored Adventures gets an 8 out of 10. It has a good story with some good characters, though Pepper, Happy Hogan, and MODOK can get annoying. I love the show's opening, and really do think it's good. One thing I did forget to mention is a weird shadow thing going up. To me, the shadows kind of look weird in certain points in the show. I love the character design for a couple of exceptions of the models, and well, that's about it. At this point in time, Iron Man Armored Adventures is available for legal streaming on Hulu. For some alternate recommendations, I give Voltron Legendary Defender, making its return from being an alternate recommendation for Kolyoko Evolution. I also give Power Rangers RPM, Togame Sentai Go Busters, and the video game Mogi Rising Revengeance. These tried something different in respective series, and for them it actually worked well. If you like Iron Man Armored Adventures, you'll like that.